Comment ça va? Je m'appelle Monsieur Juvenalis. Salut. Welcome to an exciting journey of French with me, Monsieur Juvenalis, and I'll take you through this and more. And if this is your first class, if you have missed some of our classes, we have our YouTube channel, GBS TV Africa. You can search it and to learn and for your French to, if you have a career, speak some French. Monsieur Juvenalis got your back. C'est cool, c'est moche, formidable. Now today we're gonna look at various ways of having conjugating the verb avoir. In our last class we conjugated the verb avoir only. Now today we're gonna apply the verb avoir and the verb être. C'est cool, c'est moche, voilà. S'ouvrez-moi. Now, when you're talking about the verb avoir, in our last class, we said that avoir means to have. Avoir means to have, and we talked about this term called conjugation. Conjugation, which means that we put the various types of the conjugation of this avoir into different contexts of its pronouns. For example, we have pronoun je, which means I, and conjugating it, we say j'ai, tu as. Now this is a second person. Le premier personne, j'ai. Le deuxième personne, tu as. La troisième personne, elle a. Elle a, which means she or il a. Elle a, il a. This is she has, he has. C'est moche. Now, we have le premier personne pluriel. This was première personne singulière. Deuxième personne singulière. Troisième personne singulière. Now we are having le premier personne pluriel. Nous, which means we. Nous avons. Nous avons. We said about our last class, S meets an A, Z. Nous avons. We have la deuxième personne pluriel. Vous avez. Okay, class? Vous avez means you have. We're talking about, in this second part of our context, we're talking about to a group of people. There's a, excuse me, please. So, we have the difference between le deuxième personne singulière and le deuxième personne pluriel. Second person plural, second person singular. Tu, vous. Tu, we are talking about you. Le deuxième personne, vous, plural, vous. We're talking about you, but to a group of people. Okay? Vous avez. Le troisième personne, pluriel, we have elle ou ils ont. Okay? Now, we talked about how you can apply this avoir. When talking about age, okay? I am 21 years old. Yeah? If you have missed a class on numbers, there's a class on that of numbers, you can check it out. So, if you want to say, I am 21 years old, the context of that sentence is, I am, but we will not use the verb avoir. The verb être, we use the verb avoir, I have. I have this number of years in French. That is the model operandis of talking about avoir in French culture, okay? So, j'ai 21 ans. Now, ANS means année. This is a short form when talking about année. Okay? Année means years in French. So ANS, this is a short form of saying année. Okay, class? So there's no need of writing année, you're just writing the short form an. So you are, you have, troisième, j'ai trois sœurs. What is sœur? These are members of the families. Sœur means sisters. I have 3 sisters. Elle a un stylo. Un stylo. Un stylo, this is an object. An object in French, in English, this is a pen. Un stylo. When you talk about pencils, they have pencils. We say, nous avons des crayons. This is pencils in French. Des crayons. If it's one pencil, we'll say un crayon. Okay? If you want to talk about vous avez, you have pens, you have biro pens or pens. Des stylos. C'est cool? Now, elles, they have. What do they have? They have books. Des cahiers. This is exercise books in French. If you want to talk about textbooks, you say, ils ont des livres. This is how you say it in French. Ils ont des livres. Vous avez des stylos. Nous avons des crayons. Elle ou il a un stylo. Tu as 3 sœurs. J'ai 21 ans. Now that is how you apply this context of the verb avoir. We have, in a sentence, this you should pay attention. The subject, the verb, the object. In any context of saying a sentence, a simple sentence should have le sujet, this is the subject, le verbe, this is verb. When you're talking about objet, that is the object. That is how now a simple sentence. La phrase simple. A simple sentence should pertain the subject, the verb, the object. In your practicing of French, you should pay attention to the subject, the verb, and the object. Ok? C'est cool, c'est marche, formidable. J'ai continué. So, let us look at the verb être. Être, which means to be. And let us put this verb into various contexts of pronoun, which is called conjugation. So we say je suis, I am. Tu es, which means you are. She or he is. Elle est, il est. She is, he is. Nous sommes, which means we are. Okay, class? Vous êtes, which means you are. And finally, on final mot, we have elles or ils sont, which means they are. Okay, class? Je suis, tu es, il est, elle est, nous sommes, vous êtes. Vous êtes, ils sont. Okay? Now, je suis, I am. Who am I? Je suis un professeur. 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 Now that's a teacher in French. Professeur. Tu es, tu es, tu es. If you want to talk about also about nationalities, you use the verb avoir. You use the verb être. Excuse me, please. Tu es, tu es. You are a Kenyan. Tu es. Tu es Kenyan. If this is a male Kenyan, if you want to talk about a female Kenyan, tu es Kenyan. Double N, double N. Il est, we are talking about she. Directrice. Une directrice, a female director. If you want to talk about we are students. We are students. Nous sommes des étudiants. Des étudiants. Des étudiants. Étudiants, this is male students. If you want to say we are students, but you're talking about female students, you say, we can put it here. Vous êtes des étudiantes. Notice here I didn't pronounce T, but here I pronounce it. Des étudiants, des étudiantes. Okay? En final mot, ils, elles ou ils sont des Congolaises. They are Congolese. Now, this is how we put this, we apply the verb être when talking about professions and nationalities. And when we talk about professions, étudiant, étudiante, étudiante, un professeur, un directrice, etc., we use the verb être. When you want to talk about profession, I am a doctor, I am a teacher, I am an engineer, we use this verb être. C'est cool, c'est moche, voilà. From me, as Monsieur Juvenalis, I hope you really enjoyed our class on verb être and avoir. Au revoir.